Okay. So let's start. So in this particular program, what is the whole in 30 hours, what you can expect from this program? The very first thing, whether you have any idea about something called database, something called cloud, if you have it, well and good. If you don't have, you are going to have very holistic idea about database, and you all are going to do whatever session, what we are starting now, you will able to do practice on the cloud. For that, today I'll show you, and tomorrow, next half an hour, you all will be doing with my or somebody from my team's help, team member help. Okay, so that is number one. So ultimately, day one is this. Likewise, slowly we will able to understand how cloud stuff works. Number one, whenever somebody is saying cloud, what picture should come in our mind? Most of us, cloud means whatever there in the sky and all those kind of things. But why this cloud? That picture most of us are not aware with. So that concept will be very much clear. And that will be clear in a day or two. It will not take more than that. Next thing, whenever somebody is saying database, so what is basically a database? One single Excel file also we can say database. Normally in the day-to-day work life, in the notebook, that also we can say database. So what is the difference? What is the similarity between this notebook database, Excel, or something called Oracle, or something called SQL Server? There are n number of names like that. Maybe Sybase. So these are the, you can say, a very new name for most of you. So slowly we will come to know what exactly, when somebody is saying database or somebody is saying Oracle database, what exactly it means. What picture, because everything starts with visualization, means what exactly we can think of, then slowly we will go inside it. But what exactly it is, how it looks like, what is the purpose, why we are just focusing that much on that database nowadays. What are the things worldwide being used through this, that means through these databases. So ultimately, what is the main purpose? Why so much hype? If we will just type saying that Oracle database, there are, it's a 1,000 lakhs of information that these pages and things are coming. Why it's so big? So definitely there is a big reason is there. For us, it's a big question mark. Why? So that part you all are going to be crystal clear. But sir, just knowing that thing, how it is going to help us? If I'll come to know, okay, this is database, this is the purpose, how it is going to benefit us in our career? Because most of us, whoever is there in this session right now, directly, indirectly, we all are looking for good, stable career. Good, stable career. How this particular something called Oracle database help you all to build your stable career for you in the coming days or coming months. So long story short, the whole aim for me interacting with you guys and the whole aim for you all just leaving everything, you are spending time with me to have little hope that, okay, we all are going to get some guidance in this technology so we can build our career into this. And starting at least standard salary. That is the bottom line. Because I have gone through the form and detail. Somebody for saying, I want to just know it, I want to explore it, I have interest on it. But bottom line, what I feel, what I understood, we all are just looking for something so we can, that particular something can help us to build our career. So why should I learn? Because for now, without thinking here and there, we should learn this to build our career. Later on, I'll share with you how many jobs are available in this technology. Even today, I just received a number of calls saying that, Upendra, do you have somebody we are looking for, guys? So we used to think that, okay, job is not there in the market, job is there. The main challenge is, we all know, yesterday I was just discussing with one group, we are having main challenge, whatever we are learning in our university, the skills needed in the IT companies, that is not we are learning. Due to whatever reason, I'm not going into detail, what good, bad, I'm not going into that. But whatever is there, through that, how we can come out of it and get into the core company, core, how to build, rebuild our skills so that company can just take us and we can work for any MNCs in this particular database technology. Because people are asking, sir, but I'm interested in this or that. See, in IT, there are hundreds of lines, and each and every line have job. It's not that, but though I have exposure in this IT, specialized in this database and cloud domain, out of 20 years of my career, for the last 18 years, I'm working in database technology. For the last few years in cloud. So I personally know how this database, and in database also we are having a number of, if you know any database in good way, you will be able to work around 75 to 80% are common for all databases. So what we are going to focus, our specialization will be there in Oracle. So the whole focus for us, Oracle. But what is Oracle? How it is helping any companies go for any banking? It's an Oracle database will be there. Go for any insurance company, Oracle database will be there. Go for railway, you name it, any standard or big corporate, Oracle is there. Question is, why Oracle? And how it will help us to learn so that we can get into job. So demand is there. Skills are not available in the market. We are learning the skills, not only knowledge. Knowledge, we are having book, kitab, padho, jaakar exam do, pass karo, that's it. It is not going to help us. Here, what we are going to do, definitely we need to understand first, what is this? And how it is being used in the industry. This two part is there. Okay, so hope you guys are getting what I'm speaking right now. Now, next part. What are the main thing next 1 week we are going to follow? And whatever document I'm just sharing in front of you, you guys are going to receive it again in your that WhatsApp group only. Okay. So this thing, what we are going to cover in next 8 days, everything will be available here. Okay. Now, big question, as I mentioned, this what now? So we are going to just learn this database, and these are the core part. Basically, few things are definitely for all of us. It will go the keyword wise or the word wise. It will go on top of our head. Few of you might be thinking, oh, sir, I know this. It's a very easy. Yes, anything if we know, it's very easy. That's true. But what you can expect, who don't know anything, that's okay. I'll just give you how this part. Few of you have little idea. You will get surprised that little idea, if you will go for any a live project, any work, people will ask, okay, why this part? We fail to explain it. N number of topics is there, but why should I use? The simple question, in which specific area I will use this particular thing? We fail to explain it because normally we used to just mug up and go and just do. But here you have to apply this in real life project. How to apply this? In which situation you will use X, or in which situation you will use Y. That the moment this situation comes, we stuck. So that clarity will be there, whoever is just having a little bit basic idea. Okay, so it's a both way it is going to work. Now, the first thing, day one related stuff is there. Okay, the cloud, the why cloud, what exactly this? So here I wanted to just ask you, whoever is there, maybe in the tech, means the techie, non-techie both. So whenever somebody is saying cloud, what picture is coming in our mind? Definitely the picture is there, cloud, that is coming. So the whole aim, as a very raw sense, as a very basic understanding label, if somebody asks, or maybe if almost everybody's mom or dad, they are not too much aware with these core technology or thing. So we have to understand this, something called cloud technology or cloud infrastructure, whichever way we can. If we will able to explain our mom or dad, we are good, at least anybody will be able to understand. Now, how to explain it? If somebody will ask, okay, can you please let me know? I'm giving a 2-minute time and I need to understand what is cloud. So how we are going to explain? I'm giving 30 seconds. Can whoever is knowing, can you please put in the chat box? What if somebody will ask us, what is cloud? How we are going to answer it? Whatever basic. Most of the time what happened? Most of the time, whenever we are coming to that, we are just giving some mug-up statement. Okay, cloud is this. But ultimately from that, the person to whom you are explaining, he or she will not be able to understand. We have to express in such a way that they will be able to understand what is what. That is the whole aim. So in the novice, as a, you can say, totally means zero knowledge person, cloud infrastructure is simple. In the cloud infrastructure or the cloud machine or the cloud server, these are different terms we all are using. So if we are using, suppose, laptop or desktop. So laptop or desktop is there with you, whichever high configuration, low configuration. So in the cloud infrastructure, you will able to purchase or buy the desktop, whichever configuration is there, desktop or laptop. Suppose you want 16 GB RAM, you want i7 or whatever high configuration CPU and disk. If you have credit card or debit card, in next 1 hour, you will able to purchase the configurations of machine, what I just explained it to you. But that machine will not come to you at your home or office. That will be there somewhere. What is that somewhere? We don't know where it is. It may be in India, it may be in outside India. But the beauty of this so-called, what we are saying, cloud infrastructure, you will able to access those hardware by sitting at your home through your own low configuration laptop or desktop. And how to pay. You won't need to pay huge amount for that. It is going to be hourly basis. The more high configuration machine, hourly rate will be more. Less configured, less powerful machine, the rent will be less. So what is the bottom line? It's a rented machine. Rented, you can say desktop or laptop. If you want to do some research, you need some high configuration desktop or laptop. High configuration minimum start with 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, maybe 5 lakh. And you want to do research for just, 1 week only. So for 1 week, 4 lakh, 5 lakh investment. But if you know this cloud stuff, maybe in 1 hour you will be able to get it. And for 1 week, how much you are going to pay? Maybe 1,000 rupees. That's it. See how cheap is this? Earlier, having high configuration machine it's a dream for anybody. Now, even if you have card, within 1 hour, you will able to get that machine, high configuration machine. Now, most of us to start with, we used to get confused, sir. What is the difference between desktop and server? What is the difference between the desktop and our server? Simple. It's a high configuration machine is known as server. Simple. Why? Because it has capability to serve n number of requests. Simple. Server means high configuration machine. It is having capability to respond to n number of requests at the same point of time. You can ask questions, sir, can my laptop will not able to respond? So the answer is your laptop will able to respond maybe 10% request, maybe maximum 100% request. But think a case, same point of time, we all are using google.com. See, same point of time, lakhs of people are using google.com. How this thing is coming? For that, the place or the server from where response is coming, same point of every fraction of second, lakhs of requests is going there on that server. So if we are using our laptop kind of configuration, what will happen? Is it going to respond? No. So conclusion for last 10-minute discussion is server high configuration machine, cloud, it's a place through which we will able to purchase or buy rented machine, nothing more than that. And whenever we are talking about rented machine, means what? Ultimately, machine in the desktop, what we used to have? We used to have desk, we used to have CPU, RAM, then network related something. That's it. So same thing we are going to get through that server. Just like from Amazon, we are just ordering different item. You go, you want this many number of pieces. Same way, what machine, the cloud machine you all are going to use. I'll show you today, and the same thing you all are going to use from tomorrow. You will able to purchase like that only. Go to Amazon.com, log in. If you don't have credential, you can just like Google, you can just create it. Go, and they will ask for card number, what you want, high configuration, what configuration you want, what CPU you want, what desk you want. Give, submit. They will give what? They will give you two things. One is the address or server name, whichever you, in technical term, we used to say IP address. So we will be getting that IP address. Along with, we can set the credential, that means user ID, password, something related to that. So by doing some configuration, you'll be getting server name or the IP address. And that address is the main thing. You will able to log into that server, that machine, high configuration so-called machine, and you can able to connect from your local laptop. And the beauty is whatever I have already configured, same thing you will able to use it. Same thing you will able to use it. But sir, for that, what are the tool or something we definitely need it, right? So that is the mainly the question mark. But sir, I never used it. If somebody will ask, what I'll say? That lack of knowledge will ultimately giving us more fear. Okay, I never worked. If they will ask us how we are going to interact, how we are going to just respond. And that fear is just lowering our self-confidence. And you're surprised to know the tool what you guys have already received, or I'll just resend it. One tool is there, one software is there, very lightweight software that is known as Putty, P-U-T-T-Y. That small thing, that is the very few MB software. It will maybe 4 or 5 steps will do to configure. And once you configure, you will able to interact with the server, what I was mentioning. But sir, how come we know or will come to know with server? I'm going to give you the IP address. What you have to do, you all have to just log in and start working. But sir, I don't know what to work. That is the thing they are going to learn. That is the main thing we are going to learn. Now, but what kind of work we have to do? Again, because these are the questions I'm trying to put in front of you as a novice. Sir, you are saying that, okay, we have to log into one machine, high configuration machine. Okay, but after login to that, what I will do? Just like we are logging to what? Gmail. What we will do? Some purpose is there, right? Maybe read email or maybe send email. Same way, after logging to that server, so-called the cloud server, what we are going to use, what exactly the purpose of just to go log in and sit idle? No. Whatever on the server is running, we need to little bit understand it. Question, sir, what kind of understanding you are talking about? Simple, in Windows, whichever laptop, desktop you guys are using, just try to understand, okay? If I'll ask, can you please tell me which all are the program running in your Windows machine? Few of you might be just going to give answer in very fraction of a second. Few of you might be thinking, okay, so some way is there definitely. And that some way is what? We can simply right click task manager. The moment you will click it, it will show what? What all other programs are running. What else it will show? What is the CPU utilization? That means load your laptop or desktop is consuming how much RAM, your laptop or desktop consuming how much CPU. Those kind of information we will able to see. But sir, why you are sharing this thing? You're surprised to know that same thing, just same thing, checking CPU uses, checking who all are connecting, doing work, checking how much RAM is getting consumed. The same thing you have to do it. Where? On that cloud server. That is one of the, you can say, very big task, very thick chunk of work are being done by engineers, core IT engineers. Being having around 20 years of exposure, people like me also, not dedicatedly like a fresher or having 3-4 years of experience, but we have to do that also. This much you guys are working. Thick work. Out of whatever, out of 100%, 50% of work is like that only. 50%. Just see. You might be thinking, only sir, monitoring that CPU and RAM and what is running in the laptop or desktop, that is the work you are saying. Yes, that is the work. Then what is the difference? Why it is so special? The main specialty is, or you can say the difficulties is, here everything is there in front of you, GUI. Simply you are right clicking and you will be getting, okay, CPU utilization is this. I'm just showing you. For few of you might be let me share full screen. Okay, give me a minute. Hope you all are getting my screen. So see, normally to look into the entire load on that machine, that means whatever laptop or desktop you guys are using, what we used to do normally, simple, we have to just go in the status bar, right click, and then there is this see, task manager. The moment you will click, the screen will come, right? Here, what all other things are running. See, Google is running, Zoom meeting is running, these how much CPU, total CPU consumption is what? 45%, right? Memory's consumption is what? 41%. Disk utilization or load is there, what? 2%. That's it here. Performance wise, if the moment you click it, everything will see. Graphically, you will be able to see how much the CPU, see in the left side, how much CPU, how much memory, how much disk. These are being used. Same thing, what we are going to learn, instead of window, we are going to see it, check it in some other operating system. And that other operating system is what? It's a Linux operating system. If you know Linux operating system, you will able to work in any of the servers being used in the IT companies. For normal browsing related work, mail sending, receiving, presentation, we all are using Windows. But for any core work, any project work, any core IT related work, that we are using worldwide is Unix flavor, or so called in the, to generalize, it's a Linux we are using. And that is the reason here we get it, all this information by just right click and this thing, but that right click will be not there. For that, we used to use handful of commands. Purpose is same, just what I have shown you all, the purpose is exact same, no less, no more. But though we used to use with this, we all are familiar with this particular program or this particular simple click and click, there we have to type it. So to start with, definitely we have to remember few commands. And again, you will be surprised to know the few command is what? If you will able to use maybe 25 to 30 command, that's it, 30 is for almost, so 30, that 30 command is covering around maybe 60 to 70% of the work, daily work, what we professionals are doing in the IT market. Sir, only this much. Yes. Now the question is, sir, how to go to that server? Because here we all are using what? We all are using Windows. But how to log into that cloud server, what we are discussing here? Because the server is definitely not going to be there in your laptop for you guys. If you will have some expertise, something you'll able to configure in your laptop also or desktop also, but not to start with. But start with the cloud, anybody in the world will be able to do it. Just you have to follow some basic steps. And that step, what we are going to do right now. Okay, so for that, what I'm going to show you all, ultimately next 10 minutes, I'll just show you all how to connect to the cloud server. Again, I'm repeating, how to connect to that cloud server and what are the things needed to accomplish this activity. So definitely, main broader sense, two things is needed. What two things is all about? One, definitely you have to have the server name or the address. That address we used to say, we are saying IP address. So any one is needed. And that one is already there with you all in the chat box. So can you please confirm, everybody, whoever is there on this call, you have received that particular IP address? Because same thing, I'll be just copying, pasting, and I'll be showing you. You have to just follow it. If you will get it well and good, otherwise you can go to YouTube channel later. You can just check it. If any issues, definitely tomorrow I'll be just or somebody from the team will be guiding you. Okay. So next 10-15 minutes, what aim is to, from my local machine, I'm connecting to the cloud server. That's it. That we have to do it. Now, I'm just if you'll see, there is a putty.exe one file is there with you all. Putty.exe one file is there. Hope you all have received that. Putty.exe. So you have to just simply download. So total 3 information I'm going to use here, and all the 3 information you guys have already there in the chat box in your WhatsApp group. One is Oracle_SHA data.ppk. What this file is, I'll tell you. Don't worry. Now, though it's a day one, it might be a lot of here and there confusion will be there. Okay. So you simply follow the instruction what I'm doing or what I'm saying. Okay. So let me share my screen, and you have to do just exact same thing what I'm doing it. So give me just 1 second. Okay. So just I'm sharing the screen, and once I download it, the very first this putty.exe is there. What we have to do, simply double click it. No need to do. So what is the purpose of this? Again, I'm repeating, the main purpose of using this putty.exe, it's a software. It will help us to connect to the servers. Servers means it may be cloud server, it may be the server which is available somewhere else. So you want to connect with that server, and that software globally for any companies, everybody is using this. Okay, so how it looks like. The moment you all will click it, this thing will come. And here we have to give what? Host name or IP address. As I mentioned, that IP address is already there with you guys. If you see the information, what is available, it's already there with you all. So we have to give that. And this is the address for what? This is the server address. This is the server address we have to put. Step number 1. And whatever I'm just showing you, it's already there in the document, what I am going to share, what I'm just sharing with you. Okay, so we have to give this, and here we have to give what? We can give any name here. So what exactly it means to say any name? Actually, the server or the machine is going to have some purpose, right? So you can say it's a nickname or the project which that server is going to be used for. So here I'm giving, suppose, data 1. You can give any name. You can give your own name also. So it's kind of nickname. After giving this, you have to save. That's it. So step number 1 is done. I have put IP address, given the name, that's it, done. What is the second step? Second step will be, though it's a cloud server, for security reason, another step we have to follow. And that step, one other file I have shared with you guys. If you don't have that file, you will not able to connect to the server for security reason. So I'm the owner of that server, so I have that file. I'm sharing with you all. Few of you might be thinking, sir, but how you are going to get and all those kind of things. So that is the second level or second layer of work. If you will be little senior, you will come to know. But for now, simple, I want to go to that server, I want to work, that's it. How to configure and all those, this is done by different team. It's none of our business, basically. So whoever is pinging, let me check. Okay, I'll reply some. I'm not able to get the message. Message is responding a little slow. Okay, so I'll just come back to that. Now, after, what is the next step? We have to set that file for security reasons. So where to configure it? And this is going to be, you can say, once in a lifetime, you can say. This, whatever step I'm doing, only one thing for that particular server. So the second step is you have to go to this SSH option is there. You have to click on auth. So why you are following this only? Why you are doing? This is the rule. We have to follow this. There can be some other way. For this, this is the only rule. We have to follow it. What will happen if I'll not follow? You're not able to connect to the server. Simple. So here we are not going to put our brain. What is there in the step? We have to follow it. But sir, how you came to know about this? You will be getting document for that. To start with, by just reading document and doing it is very tough. Anything is new is confusing, right? So somebody is going to help you, guide you. So here I'm just guiding you. But these steps, after doing it, you will be getting hundreds of different kind of document will be there. So here you have to click on this and you have to browse. And browser, you have to go to what? That PPK file. And see, this is the PPK file. Is already I downloaded it. So I have selected this one. I double click. Now we have to save it. Where to save? I have to click on session. Here we used to get little confusion. That's okay. Very first time, it's natural to be confused. So nothing to be worried. We have to just follow the step and save it. Once saved, it's done. No need to do this second time, third time, fourth time. Okay, then what to do next? How to log into that server? Because we have done the configuration only. We have done the, but I have to go to the server because till now I'm sitting in the local machine only. So I have to click on open. And the moment you'll open, very first time, this warning will come. This very first time, this warning will come. You have to. And here maybe font is little, it's very small. So here, login as, sir, who will give this user ID and password? So whoever is the cloud admin, they will give you. For now, I'm cloud admin. I'm sharing with you guys. You have to use that only. Just like your Gmail, if I want to log in, I have to have the user ID and password. Otherwise, I can't, right? Same way, server is already there configured. We are just going to log in there. That's it. Again, I'm repeating, this is not coming under how to just create user and all. That is the work for the system administrator, all to the different team. They will be creating and they will be sharing with us. Just like I got IP, sir, how we will get IP? Some different team will give us. Because you don't know which server I have to work. There are thousands of servers are there in the company. Which server you will work? Definitely your manager will tell, okay, this is the IP address you have to, this is the server IP address, and this is the user ID, and this is the password. Because very first time when we are joining a company, we get what to do, not to do. Okay, we got information from sir saying that, okay, you have to log into the server. But who will give the server information? That we used to get confused. Your senior will, your lead, your manager, they will be giving. So that Excel sheet or that information will be there. What is the IP? What is the username? What is the password? Everything you are going to get. Okay. Now here, due to network issue, it got disconnected. If this is the case, this is the common thing. What we have to do? Again, I have to go to that same putty.exe. It's already there. Though I have already entered this, simple. I need no need to do anything now. No configuration is needed. Once done, it's there forever for you. So what was the name? Data 1 was the name. I have to just simply double click on it. Nothing else. Again, same thing. It is coming. It came to the same location. What do we have to give? User ID. What is the user ID? Oracle. O-R-A-C-L-E. What is the password? Oracle. O-R-A-C-L-E. Here, I'm giving O-R-A-C-L-E. What next? Oracle. O-R-A-C-L-E. See, we logged into the server. Right now, I have logged into the cloud server. And this is the location, this is the place, all the work we will do. Even when we are joining any company, if the specific domain you are working, work is to log into the server, give some command and do check everything is okay or not. That activity we used to say, we are saying monitoring. One of the day-to-day activity assigned to the fresher having 1-2 years of experience guys to start with, just monitoring. What is monitoring? You'll be getting the IP address, user ID, password, go log in and check. So what to check? The very first thing to check, just like what you guys have done in Windows, what is the load on the server? Load means what? What is the CPU utilization? CPU ka use kitna ho raha hai? What is the RAM utilization? Memory ka utilization kitna ho raha hai? Disk, that means we used to check na, what is the C drive, how much space is there, how much is exhausted. How we are checking this? We are checking through right click or my computer go. But how to check the same thing here? how to check the same thing here. So that handful of command we have to know. And you're surprised to know that handful of command, same by right click and task manager, what we have seen, simple one small word we are going to use to do everything what we have done there. What is that command? TOP, top. The moment you type and hit enter, to start with, you all will confuse. You stuck, oh my God, what is this? So many things are there. But after a minute or two, once I'll explain it, okay, these are the things, this way to read, that's it. You only will say, okay, sir, this is very easy. Everything is easy once we understand and know it. Here also same thing. So after giving top, hit enter. See, as I mentioned, so many things are there. Yes, so many things. Nothing to be worried for, so many things. Just like so many programs, that is, I have shown you saying that, this Chrome is running, Zoom is running, like some stuff was running. Here also, n number of things are running internally that we don't know right now. No need to know right now. But what we need to know, only one thing. What is the load in this server? Is it okay? That means it is not like 100% CPU utilization, 100%. Memory utilization, 100%. How to check that part? That is the main thing, monitoring what I was referring to. So how to check that part? So to check that one, just top 3-4 lines we have to understand. Okay, so somebody is facing voice problem, all of you, or can you, anyone just unmute and speak? My voice is not coming properly or what?
Yeah, now it's okay, no problem.
It's okay, right? Okay, sometimes if that is the case, you guys can just unmute and speak, okay? In case sounds are not coming, the sound is just having some. Okay, thank you. Now, so here, the entire story, what I was just sharing with you, only the bottom line, load is there in the server or not. How to check. So if you will see, just follow top 4 line only. Top 4 line, that's it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of this, third and fourth line is very important. I can understand maybe the font is very low, but just try to understand the context. What is the context behind it? So ultimately, I'm reading you CPU, see percent CPU. It is saying what is the percent CPU utilization. What it is saying here, see 99.8% idle. See 100% idle. That means the server hardly being used. Nothing, no activity is getting done here. So if that is the case, we are the happiest person. If we are on support, suppose you guys joined as a fresher. Your work is to just monitor the server, go and check the load. What load? Just CPU is, it should be not too much load. It should be the memory, it should be not highly utilized. That's it. There's 2 things in this window. How to check? As I mentioned, CPU, everything is there, 100% idle. And here, memory, total memory is this. This is being used, this much is free. Only these 2 things we have to monitor. This is one of the main tasks we have to do. Here the question, the main learning, how to, means when to know that, okay, load is there very high. Because load maybe 90% use, that is the problematic. or 80% used or 80% load is there on the server, that is problematic, or only 100% used, that is the problem. That is the main experience we have to gain in industry, where what is the load on the server is being treated as a problem. That we don't know so far. So as per company worldwide standard, again it's dependent on company to company, but as a standard, if CPU utilization is 80% and up, again I'm repeating, CPU utilization or memory utilization or storage, that means a disk utilization, is more than 80%, 80% or up, that is a warning. So is this mandatory? No mandatory, but globally, whichever project you will work, if it is 80% and above, there are different tools. Through that, the monitoring team will got alerted and they will call you, because you are the owner or you are the person who is working for that server. They will call you, okay, hello Raj, this server is showing 80% CPU utilization. Can you please check? But sir, I don't know what to check. There will be guideline. Okay, if 80% are up, please check this thing. What is this thing? Some program is running. Sometime what happens? Some program is running. Load is there. After maybe once you receive the call, what you will do first? Simply log into the server, give command top, and you will see. You will be seeing, okay, it is saying only 50% use. You are happy that you can report saying that, or you can send email saying that right now server load is 50%. That's it. Most of the time, these kind of things happen. But sir, what happens? Suppose it is showing 90%, and for last half an hour, I'm not able to understand what to do. 90% utilization is showing. Nothing to be worried. Again, I'm keeping in mind you guys are having only 0 to 2 years of experience. You have to go and talk to your, means you have to inform your senior. That's it. Or, but sir, every time senior, they will tell you, okay, go and do this step. They will tell you. But sir, what kind of step we may do, that we will learn. Because we don't know. This is the very first day, first time few of you in your entire lifetime you are listening this thing. And you'll surprised to know this thing, just exact the thing what I have said or sharing you. Most of us, 0 to 3, in this domain, everybody used to do in the entire day wise these kind of activity. These kind means, one example is this. Question, sir, can you please tell me what else the situation will be? Situation is only one. This server is having some problem. Can you please check? It might, again, I'm repeating the same thing. It might happen that there is no problem. It was there for some time, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Because these kind of setup is already done, and anything, whatever the threshold is being set, threshold means what? That has mentioned 80%. So the moment 80%, automatically alert will go to the monitoring team and they will call you. Because hundreds of thousands of servers are there and different teams are there. In one project, maybe 10, maybe 100, maybe many people are working. So this server is coming under which group? That group, one person used to be there in the monitoring or support. The call will go, or it's his or her responsibility to just check basic. If you are not getting into it, call your senior. Take help from your senior. That's it. So long story short, what we have learned? Only one thing. And that's what? Only one thing. It's a top command. So what is the takeaway again? If somebody will ask you, okay, have you ever heard something called a top command? So definitely, at least you guys will able to, right now in position to say, yes, sir, this is a command through which we will able to check the CPU or memory in the Linux server. That's it. If you will able to answer this, you are done. But these things also, see, most of us have computer science, this thing. I can bet very few of you might be knowing this thing. Very few. Percentage, maybe 1%. Now, thing is it very tough? Very first time, at least you guys are getting the flavor. So, is it very tough? Is it going, keeping in mind, very novice, very first time? And this is the kind of work, this is the sample work, what you have to do under these kind of project, what I'm referring to, that is database and all this thing. So now tell me for the very first time, so if that top command, whatever we have gone through, okay, yes or no, just answer it in yes or no. Is it very tough? Yes or no? Is it something you will not able to understand if maybe first time, maybe second time, if things are being repeated, if you'll go through this video, it is very tough. If you'll give honest answer, no, it's not tough. But still, this thing is not known to me. Almost all of us, we don't know this. The same question is being asked, okay, what is the way? Can you please help me to understand how to check load on the Linux server? We used to start sweating, literally. Again, it's not your fault. Nobody have taught you. Keeping in whatever, I'm not just going in a different direction. And that is the main little bit challenge. Okay, so though it's day one, I'm done for now. Okay,